How you doing? Scotty Bear back with another video. It is Monday again. Today's video about costs that I have managed to avoid, not to be confused with savings of moving out of the country. So basically, the only savings that I've realized up to this point has been car insurance. And the car insurance I've received in the United States, or the service that I paid for rather, is basically liability coverage, which is I'm basically paying for insurance for other people. I mean, honestly, it doesn't offer me any personal coverages or the car any real coverages, that just kind of avoid any, liability situations. So there's that. And actually, even though I have not had a claim in some time, the rates were set to go up, believe it or not. So I actually managed to save about 80% on that, because I got a year policy in Mexico with towing coverage, by the way, for $200. Actually, even in Mexico, towing in general is pretty cheap. I think we had the Chica's car towed once, and that cost was pretty close to maybe $40. So there's that. I think I forgot my AirPods, so we'll go back for them. But costs that I have avoided is, of course, rent. I was not locked up in a lease, thank God, so I didn't have to deal with that. I was able to get out of my apartment with just a 30 days notice. So I got lucky there. The next cost I avoided would be internet and cable. Again, pretty reasonable. I'm not into cable or Netflix and all that stuff. So I didn't really have much savings there, probably about $60 a month. The next cost that I managed to save would be like laundry. Yes, laundry was a little bit expensive over there in El Paso, so I probably saved about $25 a month on that. Over here I can get my laundry done and folded for rather cheap. Rent, I'm not taking advantage of the rent as I could be saving a fair amount of money. I still am in Airbnbs, so I haven't got to realize any actual savings there yet. And plus, I don't really want to, find a regular apartment, as I'm not sure that this is my final destination. Maybe the only other savings that I'm going to realize from this is probably with food. Again, and I'm not really one of those people that are claiming inflation or whatnot, but I was paying probably $10-12 per meal when I ate out, which was not frequently. And and down here is probably $3 to $6 or $7, maybe on the high side, unless I go to a sit-down restaurant. So there's that. Plus, every time I went to the grocery store, I was faced with about a $35 to $45 bill, which was maybe a couple times a week, which I probably will not have to deal with over here. But at some point, I'll probably be back to doing a little more grocery shopping. So there's that. All said and done, the grand total is, just with leaving the United States, was probably about $900. Now, I'm going to put some portion of that towards, of course, my living cost, out of the country. So I'll have some rent, I'll have some grocery bills, I'll have some internet, which if it was in Mexico, it'd be like $20. If I rent an apartment, the last apartment I rented in Mexico, probably 8 years ago, somewhere in that range, was about $185 a month. My status currently is, I wanted to be near the coast. I didn't particularly want to be in Tijuana, so I did, figure that I'll just go down to Ensenada, and I plan to put any savings that I realized towards the debts I incurred through the pandemic, and get out of debt. So there's that. But that's what these are the costs that I managed to avoid leaving the United States. Anyway, have a wonderful Monday. Hopefully you are not working, and the holiday, I forgot about that. Thanksgiving coming up this week, and have a wonderful Black Friday if that's what you're into.